afternoon, my dear friend, 9th standard friends. Yesterday's sessions we have seen some part, the fun they had. What we have seen yesterday? We have seen that mechanical Margie and Tommy were discussing about a mechanical teacher also, and that book that Tommy found that book on that day, the real printed book. They didn't see that book before that. They had seen that book first time, and that times they were discussing about what was the days, that times, that grandfather's days, that we can say that Margie's mother was very worried about Margie's progress, and that time she called county inspectors. County inspectors came there. He just only he had seen that robotic teachers was there any problem in particular robotic teachers, and at times he repaired that robotic teachers, and first time that Margie was disappointed. Maybe she would think that if she got some holidays, if her robotic teacher, her mechanical teachers would be some problems, but this was not happens. That county inspector repaired her mechanical teachers, and after that what happened, see in your book. Then what happens? So she said to Tommy, why would anyone write about school? The times when the Tommy was reading that book, and she said to Tommy, that Margie said to Tommy, why would anyone write about school? कोणी एखाद्या स्कूल बद्दल, when that Tommy was reading about a real book, and he said to that Margie that this book was about schools, and that Margie's question was, why would anyone write about school? शाळेबद्दल कोण कशाला लिहिणार आहे? Then Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes, because it's not our kind of school, stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundred of years ago. He added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully, centuries ago. Is that Tommy said her stupid? You don't know. तुला काही माहित नाही. What that this is not our kind of school. This is not our school room. एक प्रकारे आपण एखाद्या स्कूल मध्ये बसतो, एखाद्या क्लास मध्ये बसतोय. क्लास म्हणजे नॉट अ क्लास, एखाद्या रूम मध्ये बसतोय, ती रूम म्हणजे तुमची शाळा असते, असं त्यावेळेस अजिबात नव्हतं. दॅट टाइप ऑफ द स्कूल्स आर व्हेरी डिफरंट. म्हणजे त्या टाइपचं स्कूल म्हणजे कोणतं, जे आता मुलांना आपण शाळेमध्ये जातो, वर्गामध्ये बसतो, वर्गामध्ये शिकतो त्यावेळेस. आणि ह्या ज्या टॉमी आणि मार्जी नावाची दोन मुलं होती, त्यांना हे अजिबात माहित नव्हतं की अशा पद्धतीचं कधी स्कूल असते. त्यांना फक्त काय माहित होतं, आपलं घरामध्ये असलेली आपली खोली, दे हॅव देअर ओन रूम, अँड दॅट रूम्स हॅव्हिंग अ मेकॅनिकल टीचर. एक रोबोटिक टीचर तिथं आहे, तो त्यावेळेला बरोबर लेटअप होतो, स्टार्ट होतो, आणि त्यावेळेला त्या 1-1.5 तासात जे काही टायमिंग ठरवलेलं असतं त्या वेळेमध्ये तो शिकवतो. अशी ती शाळा होती. पण म्हणून दॅट्स वाय दॅट टॉमी सेड टू मार्जी, यू आर स्टुपिड वन, तू स्टुपिड आहे. Then Margie was hurt. Obviously, that Tommy said to her stupid, and she was hurt. Well, I don't know what kind of the school they had all that time ago. I don't know. मला नाही माहिती त्यावेळेस कोणत्या प्रकारची स्कूल होती. She read the book over his shoulder for a while, then said, anyway, they had a teacher. What she read? She read the book over the shoulder of the Tommy. तो टॉमी अशी पुस्तक वाचत असतो, आणि ती मागून येऊन त्याच्या शोल्डरवरून वरून डोकावून ते पुस्तक वाचायचा प्रयत्न करते. And what she said that? She said that anyway, that times they had a teacher. असू दे, त्यावेळेस त्याला टीचर तर होतीच ना. And I don't like a teachers. What she thought that? A mechanical teacher. ते टीचर होतेच की, ते मेकॅनिकल टीचर होतेच. मग टीचर येणार, शिकवणार, अभ्यास देणार, परीक्षा ऑब्विसली इन्सर्ट करायला लावणार, मग त्यावेळेस ते टीचर होतेच. मग असं म्हटल्यानंतर तो बघा काय म्हणतो, व्हॉट द टॉमी सेड दॅट टाइम्स. Sure, they had teachers, but it wasn't a regular teachers. It wasn't a regular teachers. What he said that it's not a regular teachers. What For the Margie and Tommy, the regular teacher was a robot. What he said that not our regular teachers, they had a man. they कोण होते? माणूस, human beings होते. That's why I wrote here human beings are always good. Humans teachers are always good. Then a man, how could a man be a teacher? What the Margie said that a man, how could a man be a teacher? माणूस कस काय असू शकतो टीचर्स? Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. What he said? The Tommy said, yes, well, they just gave so many भरपूर काही गोष्टी सांगायचे. That teachers gave them homework, some answers, some asked them questions, then tell them some stories. अशा पद्धतीचे टीचर्स त्या काळात होते. त्या काळातले टीचर्स काय करायचे? मुलांना एकत्र बसवायचे, त्यांना स्टोरी सांगायचे, होमवर्क द्यायचे, क्वेश्चन आन्सर्स विचारायचे. देन अ मॅन इजंट अ स्मार्ट इनफ. व्हॉट इज द देन मार्जीज व्हॉट द मार्जी सेड? अ मॅन इजंट अ स्मार्ट इनफ. हा माणूस काय एवढा हुशार असतो का? मीन्स दॅट हर टीचर मीन्स दॅट रोबोटिक टीचर ऑलवेज व्हेरी गुड वन. तिचं म्हणणं काय म्हणजे रोबोट आहे, रोबोट खूपच शार्प असतो. म्हणजे या रोबोट सारखा एखादा माणूस, एखादा ह्युमन टीचर एवढा हुशार असतो का? Then, sure he is. What is the Tommy's reaction? Yes, obviously. Sure he is. नक्कीच असतो तो. My father knows as much as my teacher. जेवढं माझ्या obviously रोबोटिक टीचरला माहिती तेवढ्या त्या गोष्टी माझ्या वडिलांना सुद्धा माहिती. माझे वडील ह्युमन बिईंग आहे, आपण ह्युमन बिईंग आहे. माझ्या वडिलांना जेवढं माहिती, रात्री या टीचरला जेवढं माहिती तेवढं माझ्या वडिलांना पण माहिती. Turn the page, page number 8. He knows almost as much. I betcha. Betcha means that surely. He knows. म्हणजे माझ्या वडिलांना जेवढं माहिती आहे ना, त्यातील खूप भरपूर गोष्टी माहिती जेवढ्या आपल्या रोबोटिक टीचरला माहिती आहे. खात्रीने मी सांगू शकतो. Margie wasn't prepared to dispute that. She said, I wouldn't want a strange man in my house to teach me. What's it? She wasn't prepared to dispute. Means that she was 11 years old and Tommy was 13 years old. Obviously, Tommy was elder than that Margie. Tommy मोठा होता तिच्यापेक्षा आणि मग तो she was not prepared to dispute. Dispute means that quarreling, वाद घालण्यासाठी ती prepared नव्हती. What she said that I wouldn't want a strange man in my house to teach me. I don't want to that strange man came in my house, just entered in my room. I don't like that. ती म्हणते अरे रे मला नाही आवडत असं कोणते स्ट्रेंज माणूस येणार आपल्या घरामध्ये, येणार आपल्या खोलीमध्ये, आपल्या जी माझी रूम आहे त्या ठिकाणी जाणार आणि तिथे येऊन मला शिकवणार. देन टॉमी स्क्रीम विथ लाफ्टर. असं म्हटलं आता शी डिडंट नो, तिला काही माहित नव्हती या गोष्टी आणि टॉमी त्यावेळेस हसला. You don't know much, Margie. The teachers didn't live in the house. They had a special building and all the kids went there. What he said that the teachers didn't live in the house. अरे आपल्या घरात नाही ते राहायला येत. They had a special building. त्यांची एक मस्त बिल्डिंग असते म्हणजे आपली शाळा. बघा मुलांना आपली शाळा आहे ना तशी बिल्डिंग असते. त्या ठिकाणी टीचर जातात असं तो तिला सांगतोय. And all the kids learned the same things. Sure, if they were the same age. What is the question? And all the kids learned the same things. Sure, if they were the same age. आणि एकच गोष्ट त्या ठिकाणी जाऊन शिकतात. But my mother says the teachers has to be adjust to fit the mind of each boy and girl it teaches, and that each kid has to be taught differently. What is the Margie said that my mother said that a teachers has to be adjust to fit the mind of each boy. प्रत्येक मुलाचं काय म्हणणं आहे की तो कसा आहे त्याच्या पद्धतीने प्रत्येक मुलाला सेपरेटली शिकवणं गरजेचं असतं असं माझ्या आईचं म्हणणं आहे. अँड जस्ट द सेम दे डिडंट डू दॅट द वे देन. what the teachers they that particular type of the teachers they didn't teach a separately different way. They teach a very altogetherly. एकत्रपणे त्या वेळेला शिकवा म्हणून तो म्हणतो. That's why the Tommy said that yes, just the same they didn't do it that time. आणि आपल्याला जसं एक सेपरेटली शिकवतात रोबोटिक टीचर पर्टिक्युलर त्यावेळेला असं शिकवत नसायचे. And just the same they didn't do it that the way then if you don't like it you don't have to read the book. असं म्हटल्यानंतर yes you don't like it so यू डोंट हॅव टू रीड इट. मग तुला नाही वाचलं पाहिजे पुस्तक, नाही आवडत ना तुला. देन व्हॉट द मार्जी सेड. I didn't say I didn't like it. What the Margie just only said quickly. I didn't say I didn't like it. मी कुठं असं म्हटलं की मला आवडत नाही. She wanted to read about those funny schools आणि तिला ते वाचायचं असतं. They weren't enough half finished when Margie's mother called. Margie school. They weren't half enough finished म्हणजे अर्धच पुस्तक वाचून झालं नव्हतं तेवढ्यात. The Margie's mother called her. Margie, your school there was your school time. आता या ठिकाणी तुझा स्कूल टाइम झालेला आहे. Margie looked up. Not yet, mama. Margie वर बघितलं आणि काय म्हटली? It's not yet. आता नको मम्मा.